Hey there, I'm Lauren. Welcome to your 30-minute mobility. Today is all about you and your own body weight. No equipment needed. We're going to work step by step, warming up every joint, every muscle, building up to our final movement challenge that is not just for your body, but also your brain. We're going to work in zone 2 in every single block, so make sure you have your heart rate monitor so we can work exactly where we need to be. Feel free to kick off your shoes and take up some space on your mat, and let's warm up. Stand with your feet right underneath your hips, soften your knees, palms forward, and start to tilt your head from side to side. The goal is to reach your ear towards the shoulder. At the same time, I want you to anchor your middle finger down to the floor, just to create a little added tension. This is going to help us to release the neck, release the upper body. 5 more seconds here. Then move your arms straight up out of your chest. Make a nice tight fist with your arms. One arm at a time. We open, rotating that arm back to the wall. Complete your circle, and then opposite arm. So we alternate. Right to left. Working through internal and external rotation in the shoulders. Breathing into our upper body. And just check that you have nice, tight fists here. That dynamic tension, that internal intention is going to create a little more release in the upper body. One more circle each arm. We go reach all the way back. Last one. And then release your wrists, release your fingers, hinging at the hips, reach your arms overhead, biceps by your ears, and then stand tall, squeeze your glutes, pull your elbows back. Hinge and reach, stand tall, squeeze your glutes. 30 seconds here. Reach it. Stand and pull. At the bottom, navel is pulled up into your spine. Hips are reaching back, knees are nice and soft. We're starting in zone 1 today. We will make our way up into zone 2, but right now, focus on sending breath and oxygen throughout your entire body. Final 5 seconds. Squeeze your glutes, stand tall, release your arms. We move into our first block of work. We have a standing spinal wave. It's going to look like a body roll. It's going to feel like a body roll, but let's break it down. Drop your head over. Then lift your nose, lift your chin, lift your chest, lift your rib cage, pelvis, and then release at the bottom. Head, chin, chest, rib cage, pelvis, release everything, roll forward. If you feel comfortable here, speed it up just a little bit. So we're taking this wave through the entire spine. This is going to hydrate every vertebrae in our back, nourishing every tissue so that we can do lots more movement, lots more efficient movement. Make sure you're breathing. Every time you inhale and exhale, we get a greater release. 20 more seconds. All right, body roll. If you feel silly, that's exactly where you should be. Make it a little bit bigger. Final 5 seconds. Last big spinal wave. Finish it out. And bring your spine back into neutral. Palms up to the ceiling. Internally rotate one arm and look underneath your shoulder. Come back to center. Opposite arm. We alternate right to left. Your palms are always facing the ceiling. Reset, stand tall. As you twist, I want a nice big exhale. Internally rotate your shoulder. We're also allowing a little bit of a side bend, stretching the side body. 30 more seconds here. If this feels good, you can start to reach a little bit further, maybe soften your knees a little bit more for a deeper release. One more reach each side. Last one, and meet me standing at center. Beautiful. Stagger your stance. So one leg forward, and then shift your weight onto that front leg. Your back leg is straight. Take your hands and reach towards your back leg. From here, we start to rotate. We spiral up through the spine and then reach up overhead to the back corner of the ceiling. Retrace your path back down to your thigh. We stay here, spiraling up through the spine. And retrace your path. It's as if you were holding a box. Once we get through center, that box becomes heavy. You push down into the floor to lift it, place it on a high shelf. Good. And release it right back down. So the more tension that you have into the ground, the more of a release we get in the spine at the top. Final 20 seconds. If you need a little help with your balance, feel free to stagger your stance, open up that base of support. Last reach. Good, untwist your spine, reach to that bottom leg. We finish right here. Switch sides. So opposite leg comes forward. Send your weight into that front leg. Reach to your back thigh. Here we go. Pulling through center, lots of resistance, push up to the ceiling, reach towards the back wall. Keep it close as you come through center. If you need a wider base of support, just shift that foot out a little wider. As you get comfortable, see if you can push into the floor even more. So much tension that's going to allow for this release, and it's going to expand our range of motion. That is what we came here for. We have one final twist. You're going to twist further than you have ever gone in your life. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Reach to the ceiling. Start to bring it right back down to finish. Good. Soften your knees. Bring your feet back underneath of your hips. We're going to take a single leg balance. So bring one leg up, hip flexion. From here, you have a knee hurdle, as if you're picking that knee up and over. Your knee will continue back behind you, cross your knees, and then reach towards me. Your ankle will touch the floor or continue shin to floor. This is our bottom position. We retrace our path, retrace that knee hurdle. If you're a little wobbly, soften your knee and you can touch back down. Here we go again. Lift it. Reach. Good. Hips go back as your fingertips come forward. Nice and slow. Find your balance on your standing leg. You got it. Yes. 20 seconds remaining. Abs nice and connected here. Lift your navel. Reach towards me. This is your final one. Retrace that path. Yes, stand tall, knee high, and release your foot to the floor. Beautiful. All that energy we found on the first side, we're going to transfer to the second side. Find your balance. Soften the knee on your supporting leg. We go into our knee hurdle, up and over. Cross it back. Ankle or shin descend to the floor. Reach towards me. Yes. Slowly, carefully, find your stability, balance. Knee comes up and over. If you need to touch that foot down in between, perfect. Here we go again. Okay, heart rate may be elevating right in this moment. We're starting to kick up lots of different muscle groups, lots of things happening. We may be pushing up top of zone 1, maybe into zone 2. Check in on your breath. We have one final hurdle. Good, reach it. Reach it. Hips go back. Fingertips forward. Belly button high. You got this. Last one. Trace up and over. Back to your starting position. And shake out your limbs. Perfect. Take your feet really, really wide. Even wider. Yes. Reach your arms towards me. Make nice tight fists with your arms, wrists, fingers. Squeeze it. And then descend your hips over to the side. Hips go back. Hands towards me. Come back through center. Legs are straight. Squeeze your glutes. Opposite way. Descend your hips. Through center. The goal here is to put a stretch on your inner thigh, your adductor muscle. Reset through center. Hips back, just like we did in the previous exercise. Reach towards me. Hips are going back. That opposition is going to give you the stability and control that you need. Perfect. As we go, we're trying to get just a little bit deeper every time, just like half an inch more. Reach it, reach it. The breath helps. Exhale down. Inhale up. 20 seconds remaining. I know those arms are probably feeling tired right now, but keep your fists reaching towards me. Yes. Last one. Descend your hips, hips back. Come back to your standing position to finish. Perfect. We're going to make our way down to the floor for block 2. So coming to a quadruped position, your shoulders will be over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Looking down to the floor, take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs, fill up your belly, and then exhale, draw your navel to your spine, keeping neutral spine. One hand behind your head, elbow bent. That elbow is going to twist and reach behind your front hand, and then twist open to the ceiling. Reach it under. Elbow to ceiling, spinal twist. We're staying on this side. 20 more seconds. You want to feel this rotation right in the middle of your spine, so mid-thoracic. Every time you open, a little more length, a little more height. This is your last one. Reach it up to the ceiling. And then gently replace your hands opposite side, hand behind your head. Here we go. Elbow, reach it under. Elbow, twist open to the ceiling. Look up. And let's get a little breath going here. So as we drop the elbow down towards the floor, exhale all of your breath. Exhale, moving closer to a fetal position. And then we inhale as we expand our body, increase our range of motion. Last one. Twist it open to the ceiling. And then replace both hands to the floor. Take your hands a little bit wider. From here, take your chin to one hand. So one elbow is really bent, opposite elbow is a little bit bent. Come back through center, opposite side. We're looking for a stretch in the front of your pec, the front of your shoulder. If you've ever done a Spider-Man push-up, this will feel similar. So the chest is reaching really close to the floor, opening up the front of the upper body. 20 more seconds here. Take your time, breathe into it. One more each side. Come back to center, then sit back on your heels. Roll your wrist, take a little break. I want you to watch this next exercise. I'm going to start in a high plank, shoulders over my wrists, legs extended. From here, I push back to a loaded beast position. It looks like a child's pose, but my knees are lifted off the floor, very active. And then shoot forward into your high plank. Meet me here. We alternate high plank to loaded beast. Let's go. Drive your hips back to your heels. Your quads, your thighs are fired up. Your hands are pushing into the floor. Everything is working. And then release forward, high plank, keeping your elbows nice and soft. Shoot your hips back. Drive your hips forward, release. Option here to release your knees to the floor for a modified plank. Reset to your high plank before you go back, loaded beast. High plank. Okay, at your own tempo. Drive the hips back. When you're ready, come back through your plank. Reset, navel is high, core is connected. You got this. All right, Everything is firing right now. Your upper body should be trembling just the tiniest bit. Your quads a little bit on fire. That's exactly what we want. So yes, your heart rate should be elevating, but you only have 15 seconds remaining. Stay with me. You got this. One more loaded beast. Return to your high plank and gently drop your knees to the floor. Amazing. Sit back. Roll your wrists, shake out your tension, and then bring one leg forward into a half kneeling position. Arms to your sides like a T. We twist towards your front knee. Spinal twist. We twist towards the back knee. We alternate here for 20 seconds. Lower body here is very still. You're only going to move from your belly button up. Twist it, twist it, twist it a little further. Yes. Final twist. Come back through center. Release your fingers if you need to. Switch sides. Find your T position. Beautiful. Twist towards your front knee. So I like to imagine that I am a can that just doesn't want to open. I have to twist the lid so hard. The lid is your upper body. The can is your lower body. So applying some tension, applying some force. Good. Allow that to release up into the spine. Final twist. Come back through center. Release your arms. Shake it out. We're going to meet in a deep lunge position. So one leg forward. Option to extend the back leg. From here, you'll drop your back heel. And then arm is going to open to the ceiling. Fingertips reach straight up. Come back, hand to the floor. We switch through a high plank or modified plank. Opposite side. First thing, drop your back heel. Open tall. Beautiful. Shoulders are stacked here. Return to floor. Switch through high plank or modified plank. We're alternating right to left, heel down. Open wide. And switch. 30 seconds left. Find a nice breathing pace. So every move is a new breath. Good. Final twist. Return hand to floor. Come to your high plank. Meet me in your high plank. Beautiful, beautiful. Hold it. And release your knees to the floor. Shake out your wrists quickly. We're coming right back to our deep lunge. Your back leg is going to bend. Pull it underneath the front to a seated spinal twist. We keep this twist going. Look to the back wall. Untwist. Come back to your lunge. We sit, we twist, that is it. And lunge. Good, driving that knee under. Sit nice and tall. Continue the spiral. Final 10 seconds, one more twist. Good. From here, switch through your high plank. Bring your opposite leg forward. Find that deep lunge. Yes, find it. Same thing, other side. So back leg starts to bend. Pull it underneath your front leg. Sit super tall, taller than you've ever sat, and then twist to the back wall. Here we go, untwist. Deep lunge. Our goal here today for your mobility work is to increase range of motion. So that's your end range. That's really where we end up getting injured a lot of the time. So by moving really carefully with control, using your breath, we're teaching our bodies to move very safely and efficiently. Final twist. Return to your lunge. Meet me here. One more high plank for good measure. And then release your knees to the floor, sit back, roll your wrists. Okay, final block of work. We're gonna come up to standing and put these moves together. Meet me up on your feet, feet underneath your hips, soften your knees. We're gonna revisit our knee hurdle into our dragon. This time, I want you to continue the descent as low as you can possibly go. The goal is to sit all the way down. Option to use your hands on the floor for support. We come right back up, retrace, find your balance. Here we go. Knee hurdle. Reach it forward, reach towards me. I have you, I have your hands. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. If you plop down, it's okay. Make your way to the floor. We sit, we come right back up. What a good skill to work on. So we fall to the floor, we plop to the floor, and we get right back up. That's life. Here we go. Reach it, reach it, reach it. You have 30 more seconds to start to slow this down and make it a little more seamless. We have balance, we have stability, we have strength, we have flexibility. Everything's working right now. Final 15. Return to standing. Final hurdle. Take a deep breath. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. All right, check in with your heart rate. We're gonna go other side. So one big hurdle, here we go. Release it to the floor. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Go for it. Just drop into the floor or hands here to support you. Come right back up. Beautiful. It is okay for your supporting leg to shake. That means everything is working, and that is so beautiful. Most importantly, we need to be patient with our bodies. This is hard, hard work. Strength and mobility. Here's your option if you get stuck. Reach your fingertips down. Ease your hips to the floor. You have 30 more seconds. Right about now, those hips should be feeling super warm. That is our goal, to open up our hips, allow this flexibility to get on the floor and to get right back up. Final 15 seconds, wherever you finish is perfect. Final 10. I'm gonna finish down here on the floor. Join me here when you are done. Good, check in with your heart rate. So we wanna be somewhere bottom of zone 2, maybe top of zone 1. Here is your next exercise. Watch me once. We start in a child's pose position, hands forward. Hands into the floor, you pull your body weight forward, front step. Your foot replaces your hand, so we can wave right here. From here, you switch hands, open wide. You already know this one. We switch back, we transfer through our child's pose. Meet me here, let's go. Pull your weight forward, deep lunge. Hand is up, perfect. Switch hands, open to the ceiling. This is where the brain teaser starts. We are switching our hands. Push through your child's pose, hips back. Opposite leg forward, deep lunge. Switch hands, open wide. Switch back. Yes, through your child's pose. We're gonna be here for a little while. So start to check in with your breath. We wanna find a nice breathing pace, which means you can go as slow as you need to go. If one of these moves feels sticky or tight, you can hang out there. If this lunge feels tight, just stay here and breathe. Yes. Child's pose, pull it forward. Switch it open. Your child's pose is a little bit of a reset. Take time here if you need it. 20 more seconds, and then we add on without stopping. Deep lunge. Open it up. Your next child's pose is going to be a loaded beast. Knees off the floor. Continue this movement. We're making it a little more challenging. Hands down, press those hips back. That means your quads are fired up, your core is fired up, your upper body fired up. Pull forward into your deep lunge. Yes. open. We continue the flow. Switching your hands, loaded beast, or if you need to tap your knees down, do that. Final 30 seconds. Final 10. We finish in our loaded beast position. If you were there, hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees to the floor. Release your quads. Release your arms. We have made it to our final challenge. We're going to string all of these moves together. We're going to come up to our feet to begin. I'm going to show you the flow, and then I will do it with you. I promise. We start facing the side. You have one knee hurdle. There is nothing new here. You will descend your hips to the floor. From here, you'll open to your lunge. Open arm to ceiling. You transition through your loaded beast to your other side. Twist. Reverse your knee hurdle. We have 2.5 minutes starting now. I will talk you through it. You were so ready. Here we go. Knee hurdle. Reach forward, hips back, fingertips forward. Find the floor. Open to your deep lunge. Arm opens to the ceiling. Switch back, hand switch, wave to me. Loaded beast. Deep lunge, opposite side. We twist right away. Reach your fingertips forward. Counterbalance. Find that stability. You can let that bottom leg shake. It is okay. Keep flowing. Knee high. Cross it back. Open to your deep lunge. Take a moment if you need it. We have 1.5 minutes left. Loaded beast. Pull the ground underneath of you to that deep lunge. Into your twist. Reach forward. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. More reach. Yes, yes, yes. At the top, chest is tall. Shoulders down your back. Take a little second here to shake it out if you need that. We go again. If you fall, guess what? We can get right back up. Switch to your lunge. Loaded beast. Other side. Option here to move at your own pace if you feel comfortable with this flow. Because this is our final challenge today, we want to elevate back up into zone 2. So if you're feeling ready, go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. Start to pump just a little more oxygen and blood through your entire body. We are in our final 30 seconds. What do you want to get out of this final flow? You've got this. Keep moving. Losing my balance is okay. We reset. Final 20 seconds. Let's go. Reach it down. Deep lunge. Loaded beast. Opposite side. Final 15 seconds. You finish wherever you finish. Woo. Descend. Reach. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, wherever you are. Pause and breathe. Beautiful. Hands to the floor, hips to your heels, child's pose. We are moving into a recovery. Amazing work. Hold here and breathe. Start to walk your fingertips forward just a little more, placing a stretch on the lats. And then rolling up through your spine. Bring one leg forward. Elbow to the floor, and then twist open towards your front leg. Find your breath. Return your hand back down to the floor. Sit back on your knees. Open your elbows nice and wide. Finding some length in the upper body into your pecs. Nice long neck. Just breathe, allowing the heart rate to come back down to zone 1. And then bring opposite leg forward. Elbow to the floor. Twist open to the ceiling and hold. Maybe you want to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Breathing into your hips, breathing into your spine. Start to bring that arm back down to the floor. Both hands to the floor. Shoot your front leg back. Find yourself in an upward dog position. Shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen the front side of your body. Amazing work. Just hold here. Last few seconds, we push our hips to our heels. Here we go. Sit back. Bring your hands by your sides. We have 3 big shoulder rolls. Inhale and exhale. Good. Every shoulder roll, you find a nice, tall posture. Last one with me. Inhale. Exhale, release. Amazing work. That mobility work is not easy. Thank you for hanging in there with me and flowing through this range of motion. So now that we've mobilized and energized the entire body, I want you to put that strength to good use. Plan a climb ride, and next time you're here, I want you to hit play on that climb ride. Thank you for flowing with me. I'm Lauren. Have an amazing day.